defense today, which starts after d4, d5, c4. So this is the queen's gambit, and then the e6. So the declined, because here black can choose a few different ways. Can accept the gambit by capturing it, can decline it by defending this way, or can defend with the c pawn. This is called the Slav defense. Also, he can play knight c6. Actually, this is called the Chigorin defense. So this way, he did not defend the pawn, but tried to counterattack. And then there is a very aggressive move which is called e5, the Albin counter gambit. When he's also not defending, but even attacking one more time. So there are a few options. Actually, the most popular one probably is e6. And then knight f3. I suggest this move order. To move the knight, this knight first, knight f3, knight f6, and then knight c3. Okay, and here actually the Ragozin defense comes after bishop b4. Don't know, have you ever played this before with white or black?
I never played this, but I saw it. So it's alright.
Okay. Yeah, this was played, by so many players. Now on the very top, actually, like nearly, I think everybody played it, like Carlsen or Nakamura or Giri.
Yeah, this is very basic stuff. I know.
Okay, so yeah, the idea is to immediately create pressure for the knight, and by this way also black strengthen his control of the e4 square. And here white has also a few options, like can just defend the knight with even bishop d2 or queen moves, or just play e3 very solid, like that may transpose it to actually the Nimzo. It's very similar actually to the Nimzo Indian defense, because they're actually without d5, that's how it plays knight f6, pawn e6 and bishop b4, that's the Nimzo Indian defense. So it can come from that. Or let me just show you some transpositions because it's good to know. Like example here, if knight c3, bishop b4.
Yeah.
And then if knight f3 and d5, then we are in Ragozin. But also it can start with knight f3, and if now bishop b4 check, it's like the Bogo Indian defense, but if white plays the knight c3 and then d5, you can transpose to the Ragozin. So at least these are the three main ways to get this one. We see from d4, d5, knight f6. Of course, it's possible to do like knight c3, knight f6, knight f3, and then bishop. There are a few options to come. Let's see our main line, and here white has again several options. What I suggest to do is just to fix the center immediately with the capture on here. So we don't need to think about what if black captures the c4 pawn later. You need to take back with the pawn. Okay, and then bishop g5. So we are also pinning his knight as he pinned our knight. So this way actually we are fighting for those center squares e4, d5. Okay, let's see what's going on. So here actually black already has a few options. I can attack the bishop immediately with h6. I think this is maybe one of the main moves. Also can castle, just continue the development, or play knight bd7 to protect it, or even queen d6 is an option to go out of the pin. Let's just first see the modern main line, which is h6. Okay, h6. And probably this is also the best option for black. So immediately asking white what to do to capture or move back. Both are possible, but actually we move there to pin the knight, so we will not take it. If possible, we will try to keep the pin.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
With bishop to h4, and then yeah, here black can continue with the actually immediately g5 is very uncommon, but later he can think about playing g5 or keep the pin. Yeah, here black has again several options. Can continue the development with castle, which we will see first. Also, he can start immediately attack the center with c5, or develop the light square bishop with bishop f5. This is also fighting for the center. Let's see castling. Okay, now we just continue development. Okay, this is what we want. Like in another queen's gambits also, we usually want to go out with the dark square bishop, then open up for the light square bishop, and probably go here to attack. We will see what's... Okay, here, yeah, again, two main moves, like pawn c5, immediately attack the center, or bishop f5. Bishop f5 is the main move, which is, I think, pretty logical. Brings another piece to the game, fighting for the center. It also, this way we are here, kind of prevents us to play bishop d3, or it still leads to exchange of bishops.
Yeah, but that's not that great, I think.
Yeah, that's black wants to exchange his light square bishop, white normally wants to keep it. We will see what's going on. So yeah, here actually we play bishop e2, so we don't exchange it. Yeah, it's also possible to play when this bishop is out. Actually, then this pawn can be weak, and actually this became weak. And if it's not yet c6 played, then the bishop queen cannot come here to defend, and then queen b3 can be also considered.
Yeah, I was looking at something.
Yeah, like this. It's because the bishop moves, then we take. So yeah, so that's also an option. But we will just play that later probably. So bishop e2, we just make sure developing, and we are ready to castle if we want to immediately, so our king will be safe. Yeah, and then in the next move we will play queen b3 no matter what black plays most of. So let's play like knight bd7, the main move. Continue the development. Queen b3. Okay, yeah, here again black can protect it or can take it capture. That's the main move.
Yeah, I think capture looks more natural.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's see what's... So bishop takes c3, queen takes, so we take back with the queen. Take the queen, then pawn c6, that's the usual move too. This is a good pawn chain for black to protect each other. This is the usual way they develop. Let's just take a quick look. What if he plays aggressive and plays knight e4? Yeah, both queens are attacked.
Yes.
Yeah, actually we just move out of the... So not there, but move out of the attack.
I think it's not worth.
Yeah, he blocks the bishop and then castle. Yeah, and then actually now white has the pair of bishops. Now our king is safe. So black can choose to play g5 to get the one of the bishops, but then it's weakening his king, so he need to decide what he wants. He is ready to play against the bishop pair, or he wants to get one of the bishops but then weakening the king. Okay, so let's look if it's not that way, but c6. Okay, c6. Okay, and here comes, I think, a good kind of little prophylactic move against this one, because this jump is again coming. So how can we think about that? What do you think too?
It's not really on that. Knight d2.
Yeah, knight d2. Yeah, that's the move. So knight d2. Idea of knight d2 is to. Yeah, it depends on what black does, because if he can play now immediately. Actually, still knight d4 to fight for equality. Other way, if he would not play immediately, but he would play something like maybe rook e8, then we would castle, and then it would be much harder for him later to play knight e4 well. So he played here knight to e4. It's forcing an endgame now.
Yes.
Because now this capture is not so good, because then queen takes h4 would be, and then it's those exchanges just helping black. So we take it. Knight takes. Take it back. Rook fd8. Okay, yeah, and then this endgame is interesting. Actually, I think a little bit better for white, because of we have one more center pawn compared to him.
Yeah.
Plus a4, so we gain some space also on the queen side. Let's say like this, rook ac8. Yes, yeah, here comes an important regrouping idea. Knight f1. Here the king can come here, stay here, yeah. And yeah, later we can think about maybe playing for c4, but it's, yeah, first the king is pretty nice there. I think pretty safe. It's like a castle. So I would think when I will play c4, because that also opens up the stuff. So first just playing that nicely. Let's say if he tries to go like up. Yeah, I can even consider playing like f3, I think, actually, also, if you don't want to avoid this jump. Maybe even f3, king f2. Yeah, or this is an option. Yeah, I think this is still pretty close to equal. But yeah, it's endgame play. We'll decide who plays better the endgame. So this is the main way how things are developed, and I suggest to play. And go back to the start just to review it. So capture bishop g5, pinning it if h6, then keep the pin. Nice to develop the bishop. Queen b3. Knight d2. And I think this idea is a cool idea to reposition the knight.
Yeah.
Even actually somebody play like g4, so this is maybe an idea. G4,
Yeah,
h4. This is something also to consider. Okay, but let's go back a little bit and see the other options. The c5 moves, because many times those can be or the aggressive. If you go back to the beginning, let's see, takes h6, and like c5. I think some people played this against me, and I think I got sometimes some hard positions in blitz games, because this is serious. Yeah, if you capture, he may think play like d4 sometimes, so it tries to really be aggressive.
Yeah. looks sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, it's black wants to actually play like this. So that's what actually black wants. So usually we want to take that pawn on c5. Okay, so we don't want to let him to go forward. Like because if so we capture, but let's say like this line, if playing like this is all. Yeah, castle, castle. Yeah, so it's quite, so black got this square, also has like an extra pawn on the queen side. So I think black he kind of equalized here.
Yeah, I mean, I think black is almost better.
Yeah.
This position is really passive.
Yeah, so that's why we don't want to allow that one, so we take it. Take it, and yeah, here, okay, wow, black has also so many options. The main move, which is knight b7, which they normally do to protect this knight and develop the other knight. Also, like g5 is an option, or even queen a5. Yeah, let's take some look. Which one you want to start with?
Let's start with knight e7.
Okay, let's see, knight b7. Okay, and now what he wants to look, queen a5 attack, because this is protected, so we can recapture, and then knight e4. Okay, so yeah, so here comes a move which I would not think maybe earlier. Queen d4.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a little bit counterintuitive move. But
yeah,
it's
I was looking at queen b3 again.
Yeah, but you need to be careful. He plays like that, and then knight c5 comes as a tempo. Yeah, so it's queen d4. It attacks the bishop. Also, yeah, attacks the knight. Still attacks the d5 pawn. So I think this is something okay. Let's see what's going on here with actually black. What plays? Yeah, if black captures with the so queen a5 is the main move. That makes sense. If he takes here with the bishop, so it's a tempo move. Then we go back. So we developed and gained some time to, and then want to play e3, bishop e2, castling and playing against this isolated pawn. Okay, now this is not really an option for black to again try to pin, because now we have, I think, a3. A3, and they need to move, and if captures, then we are happy now with this one. Still like e3 and development coming. So let's see the most aggressive queen a5. Okay, and here again there are options, but what I suggest to play is to play a3. Yeah, a3, we just...
a3 takes, queen takes back.
Yeah, you can play bishop takes c5, bishop take, let's say this one first. Actually here we capture back with the pawn.
Oh, wow.
See castles. Okay, and here comes the move which is something if you did not see before, then it's hard to find, I think. So we are forcing him to...
Fixing the pawn structure.
Yeah, change queens or take the c5. Yeah, it's Yeah, queen takes c5 is an option, or queen c7. Let's take first, let's look what if he captures. Here actually we can take the knight. So this is forcing him to take the queen, because other way it would make from here a really bad structure. He cannot take back with the knight, because our queen is hanging. If he takes it the pawn, that's really bad, because we just developing. So it's kind of forced to take. And now we take it back. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, it's kind of winning.
maybe a small edge. Yeah, I'm seeing it's not that bad, not that big advantage. Yeah, because this is on the light square. Sometimes it's, I think, yeah, if you would have like an endgame with bishops, then it would be an advantage example for white. The other way looks like it's pretty safe also for black to play bishop e6, rook c8. So it's, yeah, this suggestion is, yeah, interesting. It's not too much, I think. But if this, let's see, we play this way. Yeah, this is an interesting endgame example. Yeah, we have a really nice knight on d4. Yeah, he will have also a nice bishop here. Yeah, I don't know if you can build up some pressure on the a pawn maybe. But this is really a nice knight forever. Also, like playing f3 take, so still even if like e4, it's still a very strong knight. So again, like, yeah, many times we got an endgame with maybe a very small edge, and there hopefully we can. It's good to play good endgames in playing this system. Good to be good in the endgame. Like queen c7 is the other move. Queen c7. Ah, yeah, this is a little bit more aggressive for us. So bishop g3. So like here, black can avoid to go to the little worse endgame, but that gives also some new things for us. Yeah, he cannot do this because takes, and bishop d6. It's just, so I need to move away. Yes, and again, this is an important move. Yeah, wow. Not sure if I would find this beforehand, if I did not see this before. The knight d2 to cover, to have the square, so he cannot come into e4 and win back the pawn simply. Rook e8, e3. Exchange. Ah, yeah, and here comes an important move. Wow, this is not easy. Oh, it's also good to know beforehand. Because if you just move the queen, then after knight c5, actually black is better.
Oh, yeah.
But there's c4 move. And this looks maybe a little bit scary because of the spin. Yeah, if let's say if it captures, then
bishop takes, yeah.
We capture back, and then actually he cannot really use this pin, so we will be able to go out quickly, I think, later. Or rook c1 to defend and later go out. The question, I think, more like this move. First, this looks a little bit dangerous with take, because this is actually like a pawn sacrifice. I mean, we had an extra pawn on, but those extra pawns are double pawns. So this is an interesting position, but I think it's very hard for black to develop this bishop, especially because of this pawn, and it's exchanging pawns that helps the bishops to open up the position. So I think it's You know, if let's say he captures, we recapture with the rook, and we will have some good attacking chances here.
Yeah, plus we have the double bishop combo.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a special. So maybe he can get the knight there in the center. Yeah, maybe like putting this file. So yeah, this will be complicated, but hopefully it's so white has more than enough compensation for the double pawns.
Oh yeah.
But this is something which if you did not see before, then it's I think it would be really hard to find the c4 move or no, this is good. Was it? Yeah. So c5. Let's just quickly look with this one more time. So c5, we take, then queen d4, another little odd move, then a3, capturing it back with the b pawn, and queen b4. Yeah, a little strange moves coming. Yeah, he did not take, but this is what we said. Yeah, this. Good, so he cannot take it. No, so he plays this one, yeah. Yeah, so we need to also to find all these kind of only moves, like c4, knight d2.
Yeah, some of them really strange.
Yeah, if we want to play this one. Yeah. I think it's actually probably possible also to capture immediately back with the queen here. Actually, maybe because now he's really forced to exchange queens other way. I think this is just very good for white. And yeah, they say this is equal actually. Knight d4. If takes, that's okay, because we will then go and exchange the bishops. How do you like this one?
I don't like it at all. This looks bad for some reason.
Yeah, this knight is kind of looks strong.
Actually, it looks strong.
Yeah, can do like this. Takes. Yeah. You need to look this how then these endgames are, because both has weak pawns. This is some pressure. Both knights are fine.
Yeah.
So probably can quickly develop. Yeah. Let's go back. So this is just an option if it wants to play. But yeah, it's good to remember. Yeah, if pawn takes, then queen b4 comes to force things to the way we want to. But he can also take the bishop on c5. Actually, here is another option. We can take a look. Bishop c5. Now queen d2. Okay, here actually black needs to find an aggressive move, because if he plays just slowly, like normal looking move like castling, we have e3, and now we will This is a really good structure. Rook c1, bishop e2. So this is nice. Without much problems, and this will be a good target in the future. So actually, you need to play b5, really aggressive move. With the idea of b4 now is certainly because this is pinned.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Wow, and here again comes a move which, wow. I'm not sure if I would not find if I don't see. So this is what so these kind of the positions when it's sometimes you need to learn beforehand maybe about the opening. If you play like in these sharper positions or in these positions, yeah, where black is aggressive, because if you play sometimes the natural move that just gives up the advantage, or sometimes even go to disadvantage. Like here, what would you do?
Probably I would move my knights. Just let him trade the queens.
Knight where?
Knight a2.
Knight a2. Okay. Yeah, actually this would solve that problem, but this is because of this kind of passive.
Yeah.
We need to take this way actually now, I think, to stop this knight e4, and then it's a yeah, this is actually probably equal, or I don't know if it's black is better, but our position looks a bit passive. But maybe actually it can be even good if black plays from slower moves, then we may develop and come back, and then start like this one. So this is like one way to play knight a2 if you want to avoid the complications. Here the move was played is rook a2, which is why I said this is something like looks really strange. But the idea is after b4 he can take back because the rook is protected now.
Yeah. Sure, it is attack.
Yeah, and actually he should play b4. If he's not playing b4, then we play b4 now. He's threatening to play b4.
Yeah. Wow.
So b4, we take it. Need to take back with the queen. e3. Castle, and we can continue development bishop d3. Yeah, and then now we can castle. So now it's became fine, I think, the position. And yeah, he has two weaknesses, we have one weakness, so hopefully this is a small edge. But for this we need to remember this rook a2 move.
Yeah.
Some way it can figure out actually, yeah, we are thinking, yeah, it's maybe a way to think. So also I would think maybe just move away or something. Yeah, we need to do something with this b4 idea. But this looks good because this is also threatening b4 in the same time. Plus after the exchange, the a file is good. Good if our rook is on the a file. Yeah, because it attacks the pawn and protects this one. So it's a really good square actually for the rook now in this structure. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning just to review a little bit. Yeah, so here we looked c5. Yeah, this is the move c5. So what do we play here with white?
Take
it. Yeah. So we need to take it to stop his advance. Yeah, take it. And we look which line we look knight b. Okay, let's take a look about. Yeah, and if knight b d7, then queen d4, if I remember well. Yeah, queen d4. Yeah. But what if they play like queen a5? Yeah, just super aggressive. Then
Still queen before, right?
no, first we take this one.
Yeah.
Because it protects also, and also actually this way he cannot attack it again with the knight. Also we are creating this bad bounce. Yeah, and then we protect. So we actually this way I think we. So now this is a big threat. So he's probably forced to capture the a2 pawn. Queen d2. So now we are starting to take the queen. Queen a5. Okay, and here interesting, just played like, yeah, just this looks I think fine, g3. So black got a pawn but lost like 2 moves by capturing it. Plus his pawn structure is really weak.
Yeah.
So this gives another, actually white is still better here. So probably he will win back at least 1 pawn for this development advantage and better king. So this is why queen a5 is not really an option here for black. Because we just take here, rook c1, queen d2 and g3 and castle. So we avoid all of his tricks and traps with this knight e4. We start with immediately taking that knight. Okay, and it's, let's see, yeah, g5, let's see, one more idea is g5. Okay, when people are hyper aggressive, and then knight e4. Yeah, so it's immediately creating pressure. Ah yeah, thank you for the follow. So what would you do here? Actually, this comes a little kind of tactic here. Yeah, there are actually several moves here for white to just rook c, even rook c1 is okay, or queen d4. And I like this little move because this is forcing kind of simplifications. Because you look, what's the threat for white if black just simply captures, recaptures? Then white is winning here. How would white win here?
Well, maybe we can take the d1. No, yeah, no.
There's a little tactic to win actually.
Queen a4.
That's it, queen a4, yeah. So that just wins the bishop. So he's forced to take here to gain time before it's lost. We recapture. Capture. Okay, and e3. So we just continue the development. Again, we have a better pawn structure. Yeah, he can take back with the pawn, one of them, but yeah, okay, like this is just losing immediately, actually. Can you find a good move for white now?
b3.
I'll try to win something big. Yes, queen d4.
Yeah, that's move.
So that's why usually, yeah, you should maybe first like castle or something like this, yeah. Yeah, and then we can, yeah, maybe temporarily we can develop, and later we will bishop d3 and maybe castle. Okay, so this comes with the if g5, yeah, if g5. Okay, so if g5, then g5 bishop, and here then this capture. So this is why actually for black is better if the knight is already on d7. That's usually why they first play d7. Instead of g5 they play knight b7. Okay, so I think we look the idea of queen a5, g5 or knight b7. So let's go look maybe one more. So we look the c5 stuff. Castling. Yeah, let's take a little look of bishop f5. If you play bishop f5 here this early.
Wow.
In the main line also they do like castling and then bishop f5, but this is, if they play this too early, then queen a4 check. This way we can force him to develop the knight to c6, and I think this is a worse version for black. Actually, usually the knight is better on this, and it's protecting the other knight and also on c6 it blocks the c pawn. Okay, e3, g5. It's still playable, so it's not like very bad. So if black can still play aggressive. Okay, and maybe let's say knight e4. And he must play like h5, h4. And here actually, yeah, white has two good moves. I would suggest you play the more logical one and develop bishop b5. So pinning it now is threatening to take the bishop. Yeah, this looks good actually. Oh, if he takes like this, yeah, we can just still take this one actually. Like, you know, this is really a good version for white. If you got those pieces exchanged.
Yeah, I like this.
And he has some serious problems. And also we castle, our king will be much better, I think, than black's king.
Yeah, it's a castle alone.
Yeah, that's... And if he, let's say he takes this way. Yeah, again, now this is just really nice. No, still this is a threat to win a pawn here. Yeah, this is good, fine. But if he castles, let's say if he castles, then we take this one again. Need to take, because otherwise the bishop would be hanging. Yeah, and I don't think black has enough compensation for the pawn here. So yeah, we need to play carefully, because I know sometimes black sacrifices 1 or 2 pawns in the Ragozin and then for the activity, but I think now our king will be quickly saved and there's no serious danger. So we can later challenge the center.
Yeah, this one is winning for sure.
It's not yet winning, but it's a small edge. Yeah, so it's still black. So black has options and black has counterplays. So bishop f. Let's see. I have one more thing. So if he castles, let's see, which one, maybe we take a little look, one more other stuff here. So we look the h6, that's the main move. What if we look a little bit knight b, what if knight b d7 immediately? This was, I think, one of the main moves in the past, but after h6 they started to play, this became less popular. Okay, now actually now queen c2. So immediately defending this knight probably, because yeah. So black is ready to play against c5 and then queen a5. This is protected. Now what if now c5? So this was the main move in the past. Yeah, this is interesting actually. What he suggests, but because he says like this, take back and interesting. And it says like, yeah, the computer thinks it's very close to equal, but it's because of this isolated pawn, it's not easy to play for black. Yeah, so we will just continue developing like e3, bishop e2, castling, rook d1. Interesting. But yeah, it's instead of capture again, it was played like e3, so it's possible. And then those kind of lines when they allowing the c4, but it looks like just capturing is a safe way to play. If queen a5, let's see. Again, now we just... Okay, so this is a big plus, we did not have e3 yet. So we can just now utilize this kind of moves very easily. But now, you know, e3, a3 is a threat. Yeah, it's always a tempo. Probably we will need to go back sooner or later with the queen after the changes. Let's see if he captures on c5 with the knight. Now we are forcing immediately, okay, to an endgame. Just taking. Okay, if knight takes e6, that's really a pleasant version of this playing against the isolated pawn. Also, that's an endgame, yeah. Bishop d5, and then knight d4, even f3, king f2 to attack this knight if he jumps in. So yeah, this will be a long time pressure. Yeah, I think these are one of the situations which we are happy if we get this one. So yeah, this was it. So if knight d7, then queen c2 to quickly be ready to recapture. What else? Maybe one more line. Let's check before we go. So we looked h6. We looked the castle. Let's castle. Okay, still e3. If c5 now. Let's see if we take it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like transposing if you play something like knight d7 here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can play rook c1 then to quickly play a3, I think. The bishop e6, also rook c1, this was in one game. Then knight b7, then a3. D3. Yeah, and this is what this would be like something which we want to play with white. like now there is this asset pawn, bishop is out. Yeah, actually, this kind of position comes also from some CC Sicilians, Alapin. I know. It reversed colors actually, like when white plays black, so this pawn structure, the bishop is out here. But I think this is a nice version because this is active and it's the long run. Maybe this d5 can be a target. Okay, Barnes, so hopefully you got a few things. You can download this also on ChessBase if you want. The moves here and for some future reference. Even can put it on a study maybe, or even on Lichess actually if you want to, for how to play. Yeah, you know how to make a study on Lichess?
No, but I can figure it out. Also, just right.
Yeah. Let me just make that also. Yeah, because I think we have a few studies with you. I know which one we have. But I think about the openings we don't have much, I think, studies. If you have your game, strategy, calculation. Yeah, let's make one for the Ragozin. Ragozin with white. I would say this one. Start and okay, and let me invite you. What is your username on Lichess?
I write it down. Sec.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so you have now that also. So you can later review this if you want to. Okay, so thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, you can try out maybe in some of your games.
Thank you so much.
And have
a nice week.
Good recovery. Yeah, have a nice week, and yeah, probably same time. Let me just check for quickly if there's any special thing next week. But no, so this will be. Ah, yeah. You know what I wanted to ask if it's. Monday is an option for you to meet?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
It's okay. And can we do like maybe Monday at 9?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, because actually I have a plan to do the Tuesdays. At least we will see if it's one Tuesday or more. I will do to have like I will study chess and some training games and play the title Tuesday in the afternoon.
Okay.
I want to look what happens if I can do maybe like 5-6 hours of intense chess before playing and some little rest, and then play the title Tuesday to so have like something like one kind of chess day in the week.
Okay.
So yeah, I put it to 9 o'clock on Monday actually. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, wonderful. So thank you very much. See you next Monday then.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. So dear viewers, hopefully you also enjoy the analysis and some ideas how to play against the Ragozin defense. Yeah, try out yourself also. Actually, if you want, you can look it in this study. Let me just send you the link. Here you can also download it for yourself. You can use this one as a reference, how to play against Ragozin. Yeah, I invite you to follow my blog. You can solve their everyday daily exercises. Actually, you can go for this also on other social media. You can get in when I put in something new, you can get there. Yeah, and then if you like the content, then yeah, please consider to subscribe. You can send in also this way some support. Okay, so thank you very much, and see you next Monday for sure, but maybe earlier. We will see how things develop. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for the follow.